Welcome. Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here.
Hello, Darkside. What's up?
Yep. Excitement.
The number of times I've probably said hello, Darkside, what's up, like right at the beginning of the stream as I'm doing truck skip. Probably many times.
Welcome. Never fear, good citizens.
I'm surprised you found the problem. What is the problem?
Yep.
Because I don't know what the problem is.
Just another day in the life of a manager. It's a short slide from manager to, well, not manager. Cleanliness is next to managerliness.
3200 megahertz. So I assume the solution is to slightly underclock it. Bro, that's literally how I had to fix my, because I was having issues with like File Explorer and Fortnite, so I had to like underclock my fucking RAM slightly for it to stop doing that.
Cleanliness is next to managerliness.
Hopefully it has been fixed now, though, yeah. Hello, Carden. I'm doing pretty alright. Practice went fine. Well, Spew Boost went really bad. Like, worse than normal, but I think everything else was completely fine. Oh yeah, I died, like, basically right at the beginning of SCDA Floating Block, and I just could not be asked to exit game, load up the save, and warp back to Floating Block. So I effectively have not practiced Floating Block. But it is okay. I practice like everything else. Yes, thank you for the good luck. And I hope you are doing well. I think I saw your DM. Yeah, I saw your DM. But, like, were you referring to, like, you know, like the actual editing? Or were you referring to the background music? Yeah, that's one of the things I gotta know, like, does it fit the vibe, essentially? Because it sounds different to the PvZ music, but as long as it still sounds, you know, it complements my problem is that my voice is too, like, slow, but I'm gonna fix that in part 2, like, there's a reason why I'm splitting it in 2 parts. So it'll be less of an issue going forward, but for now, I think that the blob music is, like, working. But it's hard for me to say for sure, because I'm just not a music guy, so I don't know. But hopefully, like, because Lucy sent me a bunch of tracks that I could use, and some of them I was like, eh. But then others I was like, okay, like the blob one, I was like, alright, this could probably work, I'll try this.
SpongeBob.
If I just get Lucy to just send me a bunch of tracks, like, literally just, you're just, like, the background audio would actually be pretty easy to do. Me when I give a free honk on accident. No! But my PC stopped blue screening after I reset my BIOS, and all I changed was my CPU fan curve. It can't be overheating since my PC blue screens and doesn't immediately shut off. Yeah. It sounds like the problem's been fixed, then we'll have to see. Alright, cool, thank you, Cotton. I do need to, like, readjust it. I was, like, cutting out music at certain points, and I still want to do that. But, like, I was cutting out the parts of the music, not moving it to where it should be, like, after the funny happens. So the blob music, like, ends just before, like, starting the game, which is, like... I gotta, like, readjust that shit. Hello, Wilcon. What is up? Well, I didn't say anything about busting on the graves. I just said bust the graves. As a matter of fact, the original... I had, like, an ongoing joke in the script originally. Where I just kept saying bust on the graves instead of bust the graves, like with Grave Buster, but then I scrapped it because I thought it was cringe. But now, like, I only do something like that once where it's like, oh, I meant to say this thing, but I accidentally said this thing. But I don't even say bust on the graves, I just say, like... I forget what I say, but it's something to do with just, like, oh yeah, the penny pincher, I call it. Because, like, I can't help but use Gravebuster, because I just leveled them clicking on the menu grave. Because Gravebuster is actually just not good, but, like... I always use it whenever I get the opportunity to. SM64 achievements. I would assume that some of the achievements would be something along the lines of, like, do this star or potentially this world damageless. Or do it in under this amount of time. Beat the game without getting a game over. Stuff like that, I would imagine. Without long jumping or something then, because otherwise I really don't know. Yeah, Cotton, yeah. I was kind of complaining about that, you know LS Marks, like, every, you know, Family Guy episode reviewed, every SpongeBob episode reviewed, like, okay, so when it would transition to, like, the episode title, the music was always way too fucking loud, and then... while he was talking, the volume was just right, but it would ear rape you, like, every time. In his regular show video, because the regular show, like, titles don't, like, have music, his transitions don't have music, but in the background he has music, but for some reason it's so quiet, to the point where you just, like, can't hear it most of the time. So I don't know how that happened. But it is better for the music to be too loud, too quiet and too loud, especially if the track is not fitting. Because then if it's quiet, then people can just kind of zone out and just not pay attention to the music. Yeah. Lakitu locked the spawn position. Ah. Considering SM64's camera is, like, bad even when you use the camera controls. Like, yeah. Yeah, what I mean is that, like, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying, like, considering it's already bad anyway, it's gonna be, like, way worse when you can't even move the camera around. Like, it makes levels like TikTok Clock just, like, awful. Yeah, sucks. There's a speed run on extensions for SM64 that's like Mario Cam only or something, where you have to do the entire run like in Mario Cam, and it's very hard by the looks of it. When you spin Bowser around, like obviously the camera turns with Mario, so like it's just fucked. Also, that probably did not work, but I have to continue the run because it might have worked like a boss. I probably should move sandwich driving to, like, just after Bounceless, but, like, there are times where I can't tell if I got Bounceless, and I would be half tempted to buffer Bounceless. But then, like, buffering Bounceless is, like, the most pathetic thing ever. But, like, yeah.
So much destruction.
Well, you gotta learn at some point, Carden. Today is a day where you start, bro. You were like, oh, I want to make YouTube videos, bruv. Where are they? Where are they, Carden, bro? Right? I'm telling you, right? You're like... Well, I feel a bit mean because Wilcon's helping me edit a little bit. But, like, right now, you're basically the Wilcon of YouTube. Right now. Right? And you gotta change that. Okay, thank you, game. It's 0.5. You have to press the A button. It turns out a lot in this game. Even just jumping, it's like over 100. I don't remember the exact number though. Also, Con, if you want to reduce the amount of editing you have to do, right? There is a strat that you can do. The longer videos you make, the less you need to retain viewer attention, which means the less effort you have to put into the editing itself with like all the crazy effects and everything. It's like a little cheat. Seriously, right? The most like intense effects I have are literally just like scrolling from one side of the screen to the other, which is actually surprisingly easy to do. Like, that's like as crazy as my editing gets, and I can get away with it because the videos are long. Also, hello iPie, what is up, bruv? You didn't say shit in the first place, but yes, hello Clicks, thank you for the good luck. What is up? As for the audio, by the way, I've recorded up to talking about the music, which is basic. It's like just before level 3. Like, I talk about level 3, so. The reason why I took yesterday off is because recording those voice lines, like, nukes my voice. I absolutely could have streamed, but then my throat would have hurt. And then I would have streamed today, and my throat would have hurt even more. And then I would have streamed on Friday, and then my throat would have hurt even more. And then I would need Saturday to rest up. And then on Sunday, I probably wouldn't have fully recovered, and then my throat would still hurt. I have to talk too loud into the mic because the volume is so low, but the mic has to be far away from me to prevent popping. And it actually, like, the recording session was like 52 minutes or something, and it was just, ugh, it was so bad, bro. I mean, hi, good luck. Bro, you know what was cringe looking back at it, right? Okay, one pet peeve I have for gaming videos is when, like, they show a snippet and then, like, they do, like, the intro and everything. The reason why I don't like that is because they always show, like, the best bit to, like, try and hook you. But when you realize that it's, like, always the best bit, you've already seen, like, well, the best bit. It's like if you watched the top 10 video and it started with number 1 and then it went from number 10 to number 2. It's like, what are you doing? Right? So it's like hello, Sky. So wise. Okay, so I got a 2:15 sandwich driving, then I missed the extra, then I get hit by the fucking wrecking ball. Even if I... Yeah, this is gonna be like a 9:40 sandwich driving, probably, and it's like 50-50 whether or not I got the 2-frame unspongeable as well. So like I said, I am high-key considering just moving into after bounceless, but that has its own downsides. Anyway, yeah, I haven't even played iPie's mod, and I bet it's good. It's just that I'm busy. I have to not play it so I can play it on stream. Like, however, we do have movie community cut on Sunday, so. Card and I can't, I'm already too deep in. If I had to do the audio for a 3rd time, the video just ain't coming out, bro. In that case, Sky, I might need to do it in 2 streams, which I actually did kind of expect. It's funny because, like, back when it was originally going to be 68 tokens, and back when the levels were smaller, I asked iPie, like, would I be able to 100% it in 1 stream, and he said easily. He said easily. But, yeah, you know, the scope of it has changed completely. Now, it sounds like to 100% it, and, like, taking my time and everything, it sounds like it would take, like, 10 hours or something. Especially because I don't know any of the levels, I don't know where the extras are. Like, I want to read all the, watch all the, if there's cutscenes, or, well, you know, try out all the extras. You know, really give my thoughts on the game. Don't do that trick, please, thank you. Hello, Trayson. Oat milk. Just have some goat milk. It's like the same thing, but it's got the G in it. The G stands for gay. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. And also, hello, Lena, as well. I didn't see your message. Sorry, bruv. It's funny because, like, Mashup basically turned into, like, what Blitz was kind of supposed to be, like, in terms of scale anyway. So yeah, I guess it's gonna take 2 streams for me to beat, which is fine. But yeah, I guess, well, it makes me wonder if I should play it on, like, a Saturday and then finish it on a Sunday. I don't like streaming on Saturdays, but I might do that. Because, like, surely more people would be available to watch on Saturday than Monday, right? Like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I mean, it's not even out yet, so. Anyway, yeah, so iPie's mod is in the testing, like, it's in the play testing stage right now. So. It's, like, basically done, but just bugs need to be fixed, and then it needs to be ported to Xbox, and then it's done, I think. So, but yeah, in the meantime, at least I've got a Community Cut. Community Cut actually has, like, a ton of options as well. With the mod, was a shit ton of folders for most levels, with, like, multiple different, like adjustments that you can make. Like, unused voice lines and you know, some change textures but not others and stuff like that. Just like a ton of customizable things. That is like 943 sandwich driving. That is really bad.
I found one last.
Yeah, Cotton, to be fair though, like,
Time you took a bath.
that's like 7 hours if you don't fail shit too much and like you kind of know what you're doing at least. Like if you've played the game before, like, while it is still movie, because I've like never played it before, it'll probably take longer than 7, especially with 100 tokens. Like, I'm thinking it could take like 10 hours. Honestly, we might have another like, or longer. My streams could potentially be like second strike length, possibly. I think both of my streams were roughly like 7 to 8 hours. The second strike. That diva gif. Do you have any idea how badly I need that? I love content.
You have to get. Good.
Shut up. 24-hour, I'd rather die. Longest stream I did was 13 hours, and that was back in the day when I had like no viewers, so I didn't have to like talk for most of it. So with like actual viewers, the longest stream I've ever done was like 8 hours, I think. I think it was one of the second strike streams. Although there was one movie stream where I was like really motivated. And I just kept talking to chat and I just genuinely wanted to keep doing runs. And that was back when I used to stream for 7. I vividly remember exceeding it, but I don't know by how much. And I only stopped myself not because of burnout, but because I was worried that I would be streaming for too long and I'd go to sleep at like 5 a.m. I stopped streaming at like 1-something a.m., I think. So I think I might have streamed for over 8 hours that day. It's really hard to remember though because it like, that was back in like 2022, so I genuinely don't remember. Do you remember when I used to stream for 7 hours? And then I started doing, like, over 6, like 6 hours 20 or something, and it was like, oh, I'll make an effort to try and stream to 7, but if it's obvious I can't get runs going, I'll just stop, like, 30, 40 minutes early. And now, like, as soon as it hits 6 hours, I'm just out. Like a boss. It hits 6 hours, I'm just like, thank you for watching, bye. Because, like, I want to work on my video, I want to shower, I want to play Fortnite. Very important things. Speaking of, I'm probably going to play Fortnite tonight. I think the bonus rewards page is finally unlocked. Which means that now I should be able to get more stuff, because I'm already level 200, so it should be looking good. Fortnite is not brain rot. Oh, fuck off, bro. Bro! Fortnite is not brain rot. As long as you don't play fucking Save the World or build. Save the World is like the most fucking average ass mode in like any video game ever. I hate how like average it is. Because it being so painfully average effectively makes it bad, rather than average. I played a little bit of Fortnite Festival. Bro, on the very first song, my fingers were, like, accidentally misaligned, and I missed the first, like, 4 notes.
just
Like,
ooze macho.
in my defense, that was the longest I had gone without playing Fortnite Festival. But I genuinely, like, looked down to the keyboard, aligned my fingers, and I was like, I think this is right, and then it was just not right. And that just goes to show how I never ever play rhythm games, because I genuinely had my finger on an incorrect key and genuinely thought it was right. Oh, dude, this run is so fucking bad. So atrocious. I'm plus 35 off my best, for the record. And without the extra strat, I'd still be, like, plus 19 off my best. Like, that's how bad this run is. Compared to that, within 25 minutes, I've lost 19 seconds to my best. Not looking good so far. Well, basically, like, to catch up with my best, I need to basically play like an absolute god until, like, Sunday 2. Or probably even including Sunday 2, honestly. Fair enough, Lena, but drums make me want to die. Dude, I almost gave up on Fortnite, because I'm not good at rhythm games anyway. I never play them. The instrument I just so happened to pick for my first one was drums. And I genuinely... I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. Since then, I've tried out every other instrument at a higher difficulty, and literally none of them are as hard as drums on an easier difficulty. Literally none of them. Drums is unironically like 2 difficulties up from like whatever you're playing on any other instrument. I just like to have fun, so... if I remember correctly, I did not do good in that rhythm game. I still won, like, the set. Like, I still won the audition, but... I think I did anyway. But yeah, I kind of fumbled that one. I mean, you know I'm not good at rhythm game. I mean, do you remember when I nearly died in fucking Atlantis? I think I did win all of them first try, but I, like, almost lost, like, every single time. I didn't even know you could mod LCP, honestly. Purple be like, having fun equals not being forced to be good at a video game. Well, like... Well, yeah, speedrunning fucked my brain, but also, like... I just want to be, you know, I just want to chill, you know? Like... I actually enjoy games the most when I'm, like, good at them. Or when I say good, though, I mean, like, for example, with, like, Sonic Heroes, I will usually only die, especially with Team Rose, I'll, like, literally never die. And then with, like, Team Sonic, I'll die, like, 3 times, and one of those times will be from jank. Like, it feels like, when you're just, like, having a like, when you're just easily getting through something, like, that's when it's fun, because then it's just, like, a good distraction for a while, like, no frustration. Because, like, the speedrun brain, like, fucks you up otherwise if you're playing bad, because then it's, like, like, how did I make that mistake, like, that kind of thing. What's up, Latte? Elden Ring? How about fuck you, bitch? I don't really have any interest in playing Elden Ring, which is good because then I save money. That being said, I think Persona 3 is coming out soon, and I think it's $70, and honestly, I'm probably going to buy it. Probably going to buy it. But, to make myself feel better, I will probably buy it using my PayPal. Speaking of my PayPal, actually, I tried to switch the currency that Twitch gives me to pounds, but I had to, like, refill my billing information and shit, right? So I was doing it, and one of the things it wanted me to do was give my, like, PayPal name, and it said, like, use the name under, like, under the profile option. I couldn't find the profile option. I think because I'm using a business account, I have the incorrect number of tokens. In that case, I'm undoing those splits. I know I had the correct amount. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, I definitely had the correct amount going into BBBH. I know for a fact I did. And I know that I had the correct amount out of SpongeBob, which means I had to miss 3k floating block when that's, like, unironically the easiest buffer of that. Well, not the easiest, like, the second easiest buffer at that point in the run. That's awesome. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I didn't know what I'm, like, because I think because my PayPal's a business account, there was just no profile option. Like, so I didn't know if it wanted me to put my real name or my PayPal name. And that did matter. If it wanted me to put my real name, but I put my PayPal name, they might get funny with me. And if they wanted me to put my PayPal name, but I put my real name, not only could they be funny with me, but when people give me money, it could just potentially tell them my real name. I don't know, which is, like, so I just didn't know what to do, so I couldn't change it to pounds, because if I don't see the option that is telling me to do, then how am I supposed to do the thing? So yeah, my currency is still in fucking dollars, unfortunately.
This is a job for a manager.
I was just about to say the speedrunning is a good way to save money, but that's not true in the slightest. It's good in the sense that you, like, pigeonhole yourself into playing the same, like, 4 games. So, like, you don't need to buy, like, new games. However, let's be real. When your controller breaks, you buy brand new controllers. When you need a new disc, you make sure you go out of your way to make sure that it's in very good condition. You buy your consoles in very good condition. Like, you know what I mean? Depending on the game as well, like SM64, you might even buy some sort of flashcard thing. I spent money to mod my Xbox just so I could, like, you know, like, practice movie more, and so I could enable 480p. Nah, that's not an insane money cheat, because if you're a PC gamer, you probably have, like, a $200 keyboard. And, like, a $100 wireless mouse, and then, like, the $100 charging mat. And also, you're going to buy, like, a 144Hz monitor, probably. And then, because you can't record and play at that frame rate at the same time, you're gonna upgrade your graphics card. But then your graphics card is getting bottlenecked by everything else, so you upgrade the entire PC. In it, bruv. It does depend on the game, yeah.
It's a short slide from manager to...
I just, like, you know, I get my ass beat, like, every day anyway from playing this game. Like, you know, I just don't want to... Which is funny, because I'm playing Banjo-Tooie right now, and that game is very annoying when you don't know what to do. Like, I just have to look, like, everything up. Like, the worlds are so massive, I just, like... I go and explore myself, and I'll get, like, 2 jiggies, and I just have to look everything up. I think Grunty Industries is, like, the worst level in gaming fucking history, swear to God, bro.
The manager
It has like 5 floors, and Banjo and Kazooie cannot take the elevator, only the fucking washing machine transformation can.
Manager, just
But the
another
washing
day in
machine
the life of
can't
a
take the
manager.
teleport pads. It can only take, so it's just like, bro. And like, there's like an elevator thing that I could use to navigate with Banjo and Kazooie, but I need to use Mumbo to lower the pad, and I can't figure out how to get Mumbo to the pad because his jump isn't good enough to get to like the next level, so the next floor, so I can't fucking get him up there. So you know what I'm doing.
Vacuuming up
Like, I
manager.
have all the notes, I have all the Cheeto pages and everything, but I only have 3 fucking Jiggies, and of the remaining 7, I only know where 1 is.
A manager is
And also,
on.
like, with those, like, shooting minigames that Banjo-Tooie has, where you have to, like, shoot all of, like, the dynamite or whatever, every room looks exactly the same, and you get lost extremely easily. Which means you need to follow a tutorial to know where to go. Except the guy also went the wrong way, so I failed the 200-second long challenge with, like... Because I only needed, like, 3 more seconds to beat the challenge, and I didn't beat it, because the guy fucked up. And so... And then... Piracy is, like, insane. I would either be broke as fuck right now, or I would have, like... All my days watched of anime would go from well over 100 to, like, 6. If piracy, like, didn't exist. As goods get more expensive, like, piracy just becomes more and more justifiable, honestly. Your mama's bad. I have 81 Jiggies, I think, out of 90. So, I'm missing the 6 from Grunty Industries. No, the 7 from Grunty Industries, so that I have 2 left. I'm missing 1 Jinjo, which will get me another Jiggy. And then I'm missing, that race thing that you have to do in Cloud's place. Forgot the name. You have to race this fucking bird thing, right? And she is so, like, objectively unfair. Even people that are good at mashing say it's really hard. So obviously I'm physically incapable of doing it. People seriously buy turbo controllers just for Banjo-Tooie, just so they can 100% the game, just because of literally that one challenge. I'm not joking. Well, you know what? I didn't use emulator. I was playing on Series X. I might seriously buy a turbo controller for Series X, genuinely just so I can 100% the game. Because what's the point of getting 89 Jiggies out of 90? Like, what's the point? Like, when you're that close, you basically have to get 90, but I cannot do it. So I basically have to buy a turbo controller. Although I need to look up if, like, third-party controllers even work on the Series X. Like, if they're built to work on 360 or Xbox One, like, can they work with Series X? Like, I need to look that up. So, like, with the third-party ones. So, yeah. I'm probably gonna look it up after stream. Subscription services isn't owning, so piracy isn't stealing. True. I'm just saying, right? Me and Nova shared 1 month of Crunchyroll, right? And we were watching an anime called Another, and it's, like, decently popular, not on UK Crunchyroll. And then I looked up Gurren Lagann, which is, I had already seen it, but it's very popular, not available in the UK. And it's like, when it comes to, like, all these VPN sponsors on YouTube, it's like, oh, I can set it so that I'm in America, Australia, wherever, so that I can watch my stuff. And it's like, yeah, but you're not factoring that you're still paying for the initial subscription service. So, like, you're paying to, like, use the subscription service, and the loophole to make it actually good is to buy another subscription service. Like, isn't that kind of, like, stupid? when you think about it. Like, I don't know how much these subscription services cost, like Crunchyroll and stuff, but let's say it's like, you know, like $80 a year, and then the VPN is like $60 a year. Like, that's a lot of money, man, when you could just spend $0 by looking it up online, when you look up Family Guy full episodes. I'm just saying. Also, hello, Jesway. What is up, bro? That's good, Darkside. I, like, never got that far in DS, I think. I'm trying to remember how far I got. I gave up in, like, World 4 or something. I don't know why. You know what game I wish I played more as a kid? Like, Super Mario World. Because, like, I had played that game, but you had to... I got to the one part where you have to find, like, a secret exit, and I couldn't find it. Which really sucks. Because the game is good. But, like, that just ruined it for me. I never completed it as a kid, so now I don't have, like, as much of an attachment to it as I could have. I don't like P speeds, but I like SMB3. Well, I've only played, like, a world, but I liked what I played. The NES version, though, is completely unplayable to me. Because, when you run to the right, like, there's, like, a garbled mess on the edge of the screen, like, it's green as well, because it, like, tries to quickly load the sprites. That is, like, so distracting to me that the NES version, it's completely unplayable. The SNES version, no issues whatsoever, but, like, specifically the NES version, I cannot play. I would genuinely rather play, like, a bad game compared to, like, playing NES SMB3 with, like, the garbled mess. Because it's that distracting to me. For an NES game, Super Mario Bros. 3 is extremely impressive. But, yeah. There's no reason not to play the SNES one instead, unless you really like the NES, like, graphics, I guess. Black server? I don't think I've heard of it. Okay, I thought you said only $20 at first, and I was like, what the fuck? And then you said only, and then I realized you said only 200, and I was like, oh. Yeah, well, I think I said, what was it? Hold on. Let me look. Purple Foundation fans after finding out what he did on October 19th, 2011 at 12:04 a.m. So if it was 12:04 a.m., I would not have been in school. I probably would have been asleep. Like, my parents, like... Like, I used to, you know, my parents had kind of a strict sleep time, but, like, I would usually just go to sleep later than that, but I had to be, obviously, quiet so they wouldn't find out. You know, like, the strat of, like, hiding a Game Boy under the pillow? Like, I did that. That kind of thing.
Adventure? Just another day in the life of a manager. Upsy-daisy! It's a short slide from manager to, well, not manager. Cleanliness is next to managerliness.
To see what
How could you ignore the live messages? They're very funny, bruv.
Manager coming through.
Own World Cup team. Yeah. We may be small, but we have people willing to...
Cleanliness is next to managerliness.
Yeah. I could get a GameCube with 2 controllers and a Game Boy player and the games for only $350.
Hey.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaken, but technically, relative to the price of all of that stuff individually, isn't $350 technically kind of good?
I'd like to wake up now.
Because isn't the Game Boy player and the disc, like, isn't that, like, 150 or something? And then, like, the GameCube and the 2 controllers would be, like, 70, probably. And then, like, depending on what the game... Actually, I guess that wouldn't be very good. I don't know. Also, for the record, like, I don't know anything about, like, the World Cup. You know what's funny, though, right? If you're from the UK, and you're a guy, you absolutely have to care about the football and rugby, like, your life depends on it. Like, you have to just be extremely unhealthily obsessed with it. And I'm just not. I am so not fucking British. It is weird. Don't have the accent. Don't like. I don't have any like stereotypical tropes. I genuinely. I'm so not British. It's like.
Welcome. Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager.
When I say don't have the accent, I'm talking like, because all around the UK, especially in Wales, you could unironically go to the other side of the street and find different accents. Like, there's just so many different accents. But the thing is, like, I have no Welsh accent in any way, shape, or form. And I don't even have much of an English accent in the sense that, like, because a lot of English people still talk either really chavvy or, like, really posh, and I don't talk like either. So, like, my accent, is... Jam's accent is very, very weird because it's so... Like, he doesn't sound like he's from any part of England or Wales or anything. He just sounds like the most, like, average accent ever, which is very strange. And I would be that too, except I got a bit of American, so it's, like, fucked.
Hey.
I can pronounce Japanese. Kawaii desu ne. Like a boss. There is nothing wrong with how I say Bachi. Well, in that case, bro, in my PvZ video, I say two Japanese names. I don't think you're gonna like how I say them, then.
That's better.
It could be way worse, though, right? I could be, like, 95% of YouTubers, right? Where I'm just like, uh-oh, I'm about to pronounce this wrong. I'm definitely going to because I'm fucking stupid and clueless. Well, here goes. Oh, I just said it so wrong. Oh, guys, don't hate me in the comment section below, guys. No. I literally don't do that. I literally just say the name, so I'm automatically better than 95% of YouTubers. Because I just don't even try to make it a thing. I've, like, barely heard your voice. You don't sound like anyone else I've ever met, honestly.
SpongeBob?
I just, like, whenever I think of SpongeBob, like, I always just think of, like, when he's just like, I love karate. And then Krabs is like, I like money, eh?
So much destruction.
Me when I have to stop the games or something.
A new path. Whoa!
American YouTuber slop. Partially, right? But in my defense, I used to watch more British YouTubers back then than I do now. I hardly watch any British I watch Pyro, as you would expect. Pyro's one of the best content creators right now, TBH, like, yeah. And there's also, what's his fucking name? H-Bomber.
You sure you know how to drive?
I have not. Also, what do you want about Latte? You said I hallucinated a message from you, and I'm just like, what do you want about? I see. Oh yeah, Creeps.
There's the edge of town.
One of his videos is in my recommended earlier. I didn't watch it though. I need a refresher on what he sounds like actually.
Oh boy!
Ads. Fuck off, bro. Fuck off with the ads. I'm not getting any younger. I'm not getting any younger, bro. It didn't even finish in time for me to... It didn't even finish in time. People say, like, oh, the ads aren't a big deal, but let me tell you something, right? Think about how many ads... Okay, so let's say somebody never watches an ad in their life, and then somebody who has never used ad blocker in their life, but they use the internet just as much, right? By the time you turn, like, 80, that is so many hours of your life lost. That by the time you die at 80... Honestly, right? And ads are going to get worse. They are going to get worse, I promise you. So with that in mind, by the time you die, I think we would have watched, like, a third of a year of ads by the time we die. Something like that. And like that, like, that's a lot of time, bro. I don't even know what the ad is. It's in fucking Welsh. I can't even read it.
That's a headache waiting to happen.
I literally can't read it. What? See, I don't understand the point in having Welsh ads, because every fucker who can speak Welsh can speak English. So, like, it's just a waste of money. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Alright, come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, there's another ad.
Free stuff.
Fuck off.
You completely destroyed Creative Dave's gun!
What the fuck was that noise? Why does he sound like that? Well, it's a live stream highlight, so I should probably click on one of his actual videos, which means I just wasted my time. Also, yeah, the ads are sometimes just aids anyway, like... Like, I clicked on Batora's stream, it played a 20-second ad. I After it finished, I clicked off for like a few seconds, clicked back on, played the exact same ad. Hold on, I can try now.
This has been my
Sorry for ear rape, potentially.
first full year of being a content creator on this platform.
Bro. I'm not even joking, the volume is, like, really low on my, like, the volume slider, it's almost as low as it can be, and it still sounds really loud. He does sound pretty British, though, I agree. Does this guy say plants? I can't remember.
I rank the experience as a 6 out of 10. It has its times of being fun, but creative problem.
God, he's British. Anyway. Yeah, like, I've been using uBlock for a long time, and I cannot remember the last time I worked on Twitch. I like how Twitch is like, we're not profitable, bro, but, like, people click off the streams because of the ads. They probably pay, like, I assume they code around the ad blockers, like, consistently to, like, discourage ad block use. If that's what they're doing, they probably hire people and pay them a lot of money to, like, quickly code over ad block code. In which case, they're blowing a lot of budget on that, probably. Yeah, I've had people say that they've never had issues with their ad blocker on Twitch, but like, you're in like the 1% then, because everyone else has the problem.
So much destruction.
Yeah, they really do suck at it. I said this before, but isn't it really weird that the ads are way worse on Twitch than YouTube, even though, like, objectively, it would make more sense for Twitch's ads to be swapped with YouTube's? Because it's a streaming service thing. Like, I say, why'd I word it like it was a package thing? No, because it's a streaming platform, like, because the whole point is, like, the streamer interaction, the less ads, like, the better. So, like, it literally would just make more sense for YouTube and Twitch to swap their ads, but, like, they just don't.
Bridge is going up. There's the edge of town.
That is kind of a cringe name. Also, hello Scout, what's up, bruv? Can I bully the fact that when I'm watching a YouTube playlist and open a different YouTube tab, it'll just bug out and stop playing the next vid in the playlist? I have not had that issue personally. You know what issue I have? It'll just, like, the playlist will just stop and be like, are you still there? Press continue, and it's like, bro, fuck off. Just let me be. Why would YouTube even warn you about that? Here's the thing, right? Even if you are AFK, then, like, they might be, like, then they might be able to get you to watch more ads if you're AFK. So it's like, why should it bother them that you're AFK, potentially? Maybe YouTube is scared to, like, act as harshly as Twitch have in case people just stop using the platform. Maybe, but I doubt it because they're in a position where they probably know that they could just get away with it. So, yeah, it probably is just incompetence, honestly. The problem with trying to, like, get anything fixed on YouTube as well, by the way, is that there's always bigger fish to fry, so it just, like... Really, if YouTube had their priorities straight, one of the first things that they should fix is the fucking copyright system and how easy it is for companies to exploit it. That should be, like, within the top 3 things that should be fixed. People have been wanting it fixed since the fucking Stone Age, and, like, almost nothing has happened to it. Since, like, the early 2010s, I think. I don't remember. You know what feature was gone for a bit that actually pissed me off, right? Why did they remove oldest videos? Like when you click on it, it goes to oldest videos. Why did they do that? Like, think about it logically, right? What reason could there have been for that? Like, the only thing I could think of is that YouTube wants to advertise to you new content. But, like, if that was the case, then they should have, like, some sort of check in their algorithm so that it can't recommend videos past a certain point, and then that effectively achieves the same thing. Which would be stupid, but they could do that if they wanted to. I think YouTube just sucks. I think that's like the conclusion. I think they just suck. YouTube sucks. But it just happens to every company when they become big. Like, fucking Discord as well, dude. Discord was so goated in like, 2016, 2017. Never had a single problem with Discord other than its puny upload size, which back then wasn't as bad. And then, like, it just got worse and worse. Like, now we can upload 25 megabyte file sizes. That's a massive improvement. Little late, but we did get it. But now, like, they just love, like, trying to sap your information and stuff, and they got rid of tags, which is, like, the worst idea in, like, the history of websites. Like, and it ruined streamer mode, because now I can't see people's fucking names. Like, you have to be so fucking stupid to think that removing the tag system's a good idea. Like, you actually, like, you are so fucking stupid. If you actually think that it's, like, better than what we previously had. Like, I saw people arguing that it's, like, almost as good. Or, like, it's not a big enough deal to, like, complain about. But there are also people who genuinely think it's better. And those people have, like, severe brain damage. They just can't be saved. Yeah. Some people do complain about things, though, I will say, like, when it's unnecessary. Like, do you remember when Twitch changed their font and everybody bitched about it, and then every single collective person ever completely forgot the next day? You remember that? No one remembered after a day. I have zero clue what the old font looked like. I cannot remember. This sandwich driving, by the way, compared to the run I had earlier, is literally like 7 seconds faster. Yeah, they also use their precious resources on working on a bar that mistakenly mostly flags videos rather than actually taking down the bad ones.
Super spin.
I found one last.
Hey,
Nice, missed the trick that I never miss. That's awesome. I especially like, especially because it just didn't happen in practice. That makes it even better that it didn't happen in practice. It just feels better to like miss it when there was no reason for you to miss it, you know? Yeah, it's funny, like, you know, like the Nintendo is an indie company meme. Like, you could say, you could meme on YouTube for like the same thing. Like, it's not worth defending YouTube on like most things, because most things they do are terrible. Like, they're an absolutely atrocious copyright system. Like, I saw a video literally like 7 years ago. Jesus Christ, 2016 was 8 years ago. Yeah, it was like 7 years ago. And they suggested, even just as a temporary solution, the way that, like, YouTube copyright stuff should work is that, and again, it was just like a quick temporary thing, and it's still way better than what we actually currently have. When a company claims the money, it should go into, like, a pot, right? So the company doesn't just immediately sap the money. It goes into a pot. Then, whoever wins the dispute after the fact wins the money. That gives companies less incentive to randomly claim videos, because they won't immediately get the money, and sometimes it's too much of a headache to just try and, like, sap the money at that point. It would significantly lower false copyright claims. It would still be a big problem, but that would massively reduce the problem, and you would get back every penny that you deserve to have. So it also fixed that problem. That system is like a million times better than what we currently have in place. It was suggested by some random fucking YouTuber in 2017.
This is a job for a manager. This is a job for
Some gaming guy. If I had to pick, yeah, I mean, I don't really care for either, but I guess I'd pick ketchup. No, we know. Yeah, mustard or ketchup.
Hey.
The scariest thing ever is when you are going to stream soon and you only remember last minute that you just did not make a new title or like a new live message or whatever. In today's case, I forgot to do both. I was like, fuck, I gotta think of something fast, bro. Fucking true as fuck, Cotton. Bro, in 2047, I bet YouTube's copyright system will still somehow be the exact same. Oh, you know another stupid thing that YouTube did, right? So, so do you remember back when, like, pedophiles were commenting, like, weird stuff on, like, kids' channels and stuff, right? The way the YouTube combated it is that if it detects the content as, like, kids' content, so, like, a cartoon clip, there's a very high chance that the comment section will just get disabled. And here's why that's stupid, right? When you look up just some random, it's like, oh, I remember that funny Simpsons clip. I'm gonna look it up. You wanna talk about it with people in the comments. You wanna see people just say the same thing as you. It's like, oh, I randomly remembered this and I checked it out. Oh, I remember watching this back in the day for the first time. I laughed my ass off. Like, just fun comments that make you think about, yeah, you know, we're all in the same boat. You know, we're all having a good time watching these clips. You know, just reminiscing on our childhoods when we first watched these shows. Nope, comments are gone. Additionally, no comments means it's not getting boosted as much in the algorithm, which can really fuck you over if it gets falsely flagged, and you want the video to, like, reach out there, you know?
SpongeBob.
I don't know if YouTube will exist in 2047. Will we exist in 2047? I mean, who knows, but even if YouTube doesn't exist in 2047, there'll probably be some fucking video uploading service that pays you decent money. So, like, well, you know, even it won't be the same as YouTube. YouTube has, like, a legacy that can't really be beat, but I'm sure there'll be some substitute if necessary. And who knows, it could be better than YouTube. It could also be worse, but it could be better, so who knows.
Going up.
What's up, Koopa? That's funny. You gotta get in the YouTube game before, just in case there is no good substitute. Like, because like, to make it, if you're a successful YouTuber, you just need to do YouTube for like 10 years, 12 years, and then you can retire forever. So you just gotta do YouTube and retire before, like, the site's just fucking gone. Yeah, Cotton fucking sucks. Especially when it's only for, like, a few seconds, or it's just, or the company just does not even own it. That happens sometimes. Like, but yeah, in our case, Goofy Goober Rock, that just, it's literally in the game. Like, what do you expect me to do? What's up, Chris and Proto? Thank you for the good look. But yeah, I agree. I want to see what videos are like in 20, 30 years. I want to see how we've evolved. Isn't it crazy, right? Like, there are videos that I've watched a few times that are really good, like some of Pyro's videos, for example, and some of those are now, like, 3 years old, or 4 years old. And there will be a day where they're 10 years old, there'll be a day where they're 15 years old, 20 years old. And you'll just have to look back and think, like, holy fuck, man, like, it was that long ago? Same with the childhood stuff that we used to watch. I mean, I used to watch Captain Sparkle's Minecraft Let's Play as it was coming out. That was 2012, right? And I rewatched the series in 2019. I don't know when in 20. It was like late 2019 or mid 2019. But I was like, at the time, that was 7 years ago, and I was like, oh, that was a long time ago. Now, it was 12 years ago. Hooray. I definitely don't feel old as fuck.
Boing.
And there were people much older than me, obviously, like, so maybe I just feel like I exaggerate in my head. There were people I watched who were like 28. And I couldn't imagine being 28, you know? I've, like, never really watched Markiplier for some reason. Vimeo need 20 years ago. I technically started speedrunning in 2012, but I didn't proper get into it until like 2015 or 2016. But yeah, there will be a day where it was like 20 years ago. Not looking forward to it.
I'm not feeling like a game of catch right now.
Yeah, like, even longer videos are starting to be edited, like they're 25-minute videos, I've noticed. Like, Pyro's newest couple uploads are pretty, like, they have a lot of editing. So I think in 2030, we'll probably be seeing every single second of a 2-hour-long video just be hyper-edited. Which is where editors come in, so you don't have to do this shit.
I'm feeling like more of a man already.
Yeah, one thing I find goated is when, like, a YouTuber has enough money to retire, but they keep going not for money, but because, like, they want to do it. That's goated as hell, because that shows that they really do have a passion for what they do, you know? It's hard not to have a passion for YouTube when it's one of the best jobs you could honestly have, assuming you get paid good for it, like, even though YouTube is a shitty-ass website, you have so much creative freedom over a fucking, like, 9 to 5, and you probably make more money as well, that it's, like, it is one of the better jobs you could have. But, like, when you keep going, like, that just shows, you know? Like, how enjoyable it is for them. Animated subtitles. I was actually thinking about that, like... That's in a lot of videos now, and I think it's only a matter of time until it's in these long-ass videos. I gotta make my PvZ video and the next few videos, like, before like, people's attention spans get so bad that, like, they need extra... Because, basically... I need to make enough money so that I can hire editors so that they can, like, hyper-edit the video for me, and then we'll be fine. But I'm not doing that shit myself if I'm, like, the only person editing the fucking video. I can't be arsed, man. I can't be fucking arsed. I just straight up missed the nitro.
So much destruction.
That, I lost like 2 seconds from that at least. I probably should not continue this, but I can't be bothered to reset, honestly. If this run gets 2:23.00, I'm not gonna be very happy. But it'll probably die by, like, SCDA or something, so it's fine. Yeah, honestly, right? I feel like a couple years ago, if you made long-form edited content, it would, like, almost automatically do well, because no one wanted to do that shit. No one wanted to work on a project for that long. Right? But now, like, they're being treated like shorter videos. And now, that's how people stand out, is by making long videos. I think even the long-form content is going to be oversaturated. I'm already beginning to see channels with, like, no subscribers that make massive, multi-hour-long videos. It's already happening. It's no longer a thing that, like, almost guarantees success. Now it's like, you actually need to get lucky in the algorithm. You need to, like, you know, just make the right topic and just... make a video on the right topic, rather, and just, you know... have the stars align. We're already in this state, which is crazy. Because long-form content has been popular for a while, but I feel like it's really been picking up since the pandemic, really. Bro, they always do that, Cotton. They always do that. It's so, like, not annoying, but, like, it's... Okay, here's the thing, right? You know those Minecraft YouTubers where their whole thing is working on, like, a 1 billion hour-long project in Minecraft? They all do the same thing. They all sound the same. They all have subtitles for, like, every word. They all do the thing where, like, it's playing, like, montage music, and he'll, like, break blocks to the beat of the song. They always do that. And they always have to mention their editor, like, to, like, almost, like, break the fourth wall. They all sound the same. They all sound like young, they all sound like they're 18 or something. Like, they all sound relatively young. And it's just like, they're all the fucking same. They all do that third-person thing as well. Congratulations on finding the fucking token, Sky. I'm so proud of you, bro. However, you forgot to find the one that was shoved up my ass. Oh, you know what would have been a sick idea for the mod? Imagine if one of the extras was like an extra, you know, like the Chaos Emerald radar thing in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Imagine that, but like for extras. Oh, that would have been so best. But I don't even know if you can implement something like that. But if you could, like, oh god, that'd be so poggers, bro. Also, you know, before when I said, like, maybe on the side I would, like, run a bit of movie mashup? If it's gonna take 2 streams to beat, I'd imagine it'd be a very long run. I don't think I'm gonna run it. But, I mean, we can see. We need to, there needs to be, like, leaderboards for it, though. Alright, cool.
Hey, there's an owner's manual in the glove compartment.
Holy shit, I got the 1 in 5 million. That's like the first time I've gotten that in like 4, 5, 6 fucking streams. Because, like, basically, you should never ever practice that strat, right? I was at the point where, like, I was kind of overdue for the extra. I went for it in practice, got a second try, and then I proceeded to not get it for, like, 3 streams. I'm being completely 100% serious. If you do that strat in runs, genuinely do not practice it. It'll just... You won't get it then in runs. If you get in practice, you won't get it in runs. Because, like, you've used up the attempt where it would have worked. You, like, it's most consistent when you don't practice it. Unless we could find a consistent setup, which will, like, never happen. I think running the ILs could be cool. Yeah. Because of the scale of mashup, I have a suggestion, right? Would it be good to have a variant of the ILs where, like, you aren't allowed to use cheats, you just have to go... I mean, well, other than, like, moves, I guess, maybe, but you're not allowed to, like, warp everywhere. Like, you just go from, like, beginning to end, maybe? Would that be a good thing? Because that's not really worth it in vanilla, but I feel like maybe in mashup it could be. Oh. That's actually really good. I did not know that. I didn't know that. That's actually poggers as fuck. I'll probably run the ILs then, yeah. See how I feel, but I might.
Also, can I be a board mod for mashup because I'm a good boy and because I'm active?
Thank you, bruv. It's kind of boring being, like, a movie mod because, like, no one ever submits, so, like, I almost get into, like, sometimes I don't go on SRC for, like, days because I just forget because no one ever submits runs. Because I'm actually a mod for a lot of things, surprisingly, but, like, none of them are active. So basically, like, my workload is not high enough to where it's like I can't, like, mod for, like, movie mashup. That was close. Alright, so this run kind of fucking sucks, but I got the extra, so it's actually god tier. Bro, Lena, okay, so I always used to do that on Minecraft servers. Because I watched a video of, like, how to get mod on any server, and it was like, just say you're from Planet Minecraft. I used to do it on every server. It was really obvious I wasn't, because I could barely spell. And I had no idea what I was talking about, but... There was one server that gave me, like, the helper role or something, so I mean, it worked once. It worked one time. Yes, guy. Bro, actually, though. Fireball's a mod for, like, Jetpack Joyride and Flappy Golf, and they apparently all, like, just always runs in the queue. And it's, like, agony. That's probably the equivalent workload of being a Minecraft mod. How do Minecraft moderators, like, wake up and not want to kill themselves? They'll literally, like, sleep for 6 hours and then there's, like, 50 runs in the queue. Like...
I found one
There's a fuck ton of Minecraft mods, but they cycle through them all the time because people think that it'll be, like, not that bad, and then after, like, 3 weeks, they're like, holy fuck, I can't do this anymore. Sub Stormy, that is a fair answer. I think both answers are fair. But I would imagine that more people would prefer ketchup over mustard, I feel like. I just think that's so funny, because again, like, my workload is, like, almost non-existent for sometimes even, like... There have been times where I go, like, 3 weeks without needing to, like, verify any runs. I could theoretically just not go on SLC for, like, 3 weeks, it just wouldn't matter, which is just, like...
You have to get.
Little guy, big steak.
Get up there.
Macho stuff. Ugh.
I was... When I did the it was like Nikocado when he asks for a large fries and they give him a small. How to lower your life expectancy tutorial. Moderate a leaderboard full of people with infinite free time and one where any percent is 10 minutes or less. Yeah, and the category's easy to get into. So, like, people will just do, like, a casual run-through. Or, like, yeah, they'll just do, like, a shit ton of runs. Now, I'm the type of person who thinks that you should always document all of your PBs, basically, as in you should submit them all. But, like, when it comes to, like, heavy-ass games like Minecraft, I could kind of understand why the mods would prefer if you almost didn't do that for, like, when people are just starting out. Ban evasion. Dude, I think the last time I I think it was Red's run. It was just like a couple weeks ago or something. Where I had to like just I verified his run. Although I'm if I recall correctly, he submitted it like on Twitch, like he linked a Twitch VOD, and I was not happy. If any of you fuckers submit Twitch VOD runs, stop. Just like stop. How much effort does it take to like click on the 3 dots and then click export and then click YouTube and then go to YouTube and then just like literally just link it? That is the equivalent of like not even an extra minute of effort. You can't be that proud of your PB if you won't even go through the effort of like wanting to more easily display, because Twitch VODs are so bad that I just will not watch your run if it's like on a Twitch. If you want the most amount of people possible to see your run, you upload it to YouTube. But then like you must not like care about your PB in that sense, you know? Nice dark side, that sounds good.
Vacuuming up manliness, even in the corners.
Yeah. I'm glad we're in agreement on something for once, Latte. Please work. Thank God.
Coming through.
Doesn't it skip in intervals of 5 seconds, Carden, when you use the arrow keys? Max coins in every level. That's okay. Not only is that AIDS, I'm wondering what they count as max, because in Tiny Huge Island there's like coins out of bounds, and I don't know if they're like counted, because it is possible to grab them, but it's like really hard.
Macho stuff.
Right. Yeah, still sounds pretty bad though. Although for levels like Die Docks, where the max is 104, it's like, that's very whatever, but like for most of the other levels, it's like stupid, yeah.
The gates are locked.
You mean comma and period? Isn't that what it is on you? There's no way I didn't. I'm gonna have to check later.
I meant to drop right through that wall.
I assume it's not part of the main set anymore because it fucking sucks. Also, hello, Alex. What is up today? On this Thursday Thursday.
That's just what we needed.
100 coins. I like grabbing them even casually. To be fair, I barely play the game casually. But I still like grabbing them casually because you can just mix them with another star, so it's like not as time consuming as it seems. But obviously, you know. My oldest sub goal that I still owe is 120 star. I don't have time to learn it. I guess that makes sense, Dark Sides.
There's a key. We only need one more key.
Is there a Twitch frame timer thing, like how there's a YouTube frame timer?
I bet that propeller could propel us up.
Da, 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 da.
Stop the mighty stun thingy!
Da, 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 da. I think it's funny that the game considers, like, upgrading a move to be of, like, effectively the same value as, like, collecting a token, which uses the exact same sound effect.
Keep doing it.
Here's how you retime Twitch submissions. Don't fucking submit on Twitch, submit on YouTube. Like a mouse, 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 like a mouse.
This hurts you more than it hurts me!
Bitch. Alright, good thing I didn't lose Ice Physics glitch. Although I could have afforded that time loss, it just would have sucked.
Patrick.
To get to Shell.
Thank you, I will take a look at that later. I'll like send it to myself so I can just take a look later. People, like for movie, people almost never submit it on Twitch, so... But still, it'd be good to know just in case. I've used the YouTube frame timer, not even just for retiming runs. I've also used it for, like... If I want to, like, quickly time a strat or something, I'll literally compare it to, like, whatever's in my gold. Like, I'll literally grab my gold, and I'll just, like, use the YouTube frame timer, so I just, like, know. So I don't, so, like... Because then I'm taking my best instance of that segment. So it's, like... The timing is more likely to be accurate.
Medic! I can see my rock from here!
I can see my cock from here. Submit these nuts. I don't think I will.
Well, that was it. Do you have any free?
No fish. Pull over! I need to...
I'm just trying to figure out, like...
Again!
Because didn't you say comma and period don't work on Twitch? So how would you get it to like the right frame to then start like doing the timing?
How is that for you?
How much time? Hard for me to say for sure. Yeah, quite a while though. You can sometimes get less depending on like how your turn was and shit, but really, it feels like more in these levels. Huh.
So many choices, so little time.
Well, I guess it's half a second.
That's how we do things in Bikini Bottom. Ow! Ow, I'm down!
Look out below!
Okay.
That did-
I'm really hating these, like, missing these buffers as of recent in Rockslide. Especially because it's usually the second one. Like, missing the first one's not even that bad. Missing the second one's actually nasty as fuck. It just, like, turns runs from good to terrible, like, really quickly. Not this run. This run's still good, but, like... Ugh.
This place. Awesome.
The fact that you would even need an extension is stupid. Honestly...
I'm not feeling like a game of catch right now. Boing. Boing.
I miss Spear Boost a lot today, so I'm kind of considering not even going for it, but I'll probably go for it. If I missed it in practice, I'm statistically more likely to get it in a run.
Not so fast.
Wow, okay, alright, nice. That's really good, bro.
Not so fast.
If I waited any later, I could not have made the cycle, and then I would have been in danger of the turret shooting me, but at the very least I would have lost like a couple seconds, which is why I didn't want to wait for the fucking box. But I got on the box, I guess, like a few frames too late, and I didn't have the height necessary because it started descending and then I died. And then I missed Spear Boost. Yeah, so this run is bad now, if it wasn't obvious. Like, quite bad.
Oops, forgot my floaty.
Never mind, I actually take it back. It's actually utterly atrocious.
Ow!
Yeah, alright, straight bullet, man, that's awesome. So how many mistakes was that in the span of like 2 minutes? Not even 2 minutes, it was like a minute and a half. Just like killed the run. There is no fucking way this is worth continuing, bro. I only have like 20 seconds in Sunday 2. This would only be worth continuing if I like match the gold, and like that is not happening. I don't think I've gotten a single 7 out of 7 Sunday jump since coming back. There's no way it's gonna happen this run. Like, realistically, the run's dead already. But, like, if I played from here on out the best I've played in Hundo, then I could recover it, but, like, is that even worth my time? I'm not sure. If anything, it'd kind of make me more annoyed if this run PB'd. Because then I'd be like, how the fuck am I so bad at the game that I can still PB in spite of what happened?
Up to Daisy.
Yeah, but it also states plus 50 off the best. Okay, so I go for the bash for the first time since like 2021. And then I miss the jump out of the bash when it's like objectively extremely easy. That's really good, man. Which, for the record, like, the reason why I went for the bash was to try and get the ledge grab skip. Like I got just then. Because that's faster than getting the buffer. Like, I was just trying to recover the run. And then I missed, like, the easiest A press of all time. Well, Cons, how much of the thingy have you done? Because I actually caught up with the audio. Caught up with my editing, like, much faster than I thought I was going to. Because I was a big boy yesterday and edited, like, 2 minutes of audio. 2 minutes of video. Also, I'm practicing this because I'm trying to see if the ledge grab skip is actually easy, but by the looks of it, it's not. Because I hadn't tried it in ages, so I just wanted to see if it was easy. Yeah, it's not very consistent. And then, of course, I got the one frame. Undoing that fucking split, because I should have reset there anyway. What do you mean, the spinny thing? Oh, right. It starts doing that when it hits, like, fucking 2 battery or something, but it can last a long time.
Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, but I didn't realize Scott used the 360 controller. I thought they were talking, like, stick drift of some kind.
In the life of a manager. It's a short slide from manager to, well, not manager. Manager comes.
But yeah, the spinny thing is deceptive, but when my battery starts spinning... This is before I had rechargeables, and I now use rechargeables. But before that, as soon as they started spinning, they just were immediately... the role got changed to practice and ILs and cheap percents and stuff.
A manager is always prepared. A manager
Sag.
is always
That reminds me, I
prepared.
forgot to bring my Xbox controller up here, so if I wanted to play a mod, I'd have to go grab the controller. Though I'm probably not going to, because we got thingy on Sunday. Community cut.
Welcome.
That was depression angle. 12 minutes. What's, like, the total length of the thing, Wilcon?
Welcome. Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here. Yep. Excitement, adventure. Just another day in the life of a manager.
Alright. Okay, so a lot of progress has been made because when I gave you the file, it was like 53 minutes, I think. And now it's already down to 40 when only 12 minutes of it... When there's only 12 minutes of, like, actually edited audio right now.
Never fear, good
But yeah, I'm pretty close to being done with, like, editing everything I can so far. So, might be in a position soon where I might just ask you to send me the file early and then I just edit the rest of it myself. Might do that. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to, like, find fitting music, and I'm missing 3 clips. And it's really bothering me that I'm missing 3 clips.
See what?
So here's the 3 things I'm missing, right? I'm missing the skit with Chatter. And he said it's probably gonna be a while until we can do the skit, so I'm missing that. I'm missing an example of when you kill a zombie and it, like... It starts, like, moving back and forth, like it's struggling to move, and then it just collapses. I cannot find that animation. It's not even that rare, but it's not in my gameplay. I can't find any examples of it on YouTube. It just doesn't exist. And I specifically, like, pointed it out. I could, like, change the line, but I'd rather not. So I'm just in a fucking stupid position right now. Where, like... It should not be hard to find that death animation, and I cannot find it. Carden even looked and he couldn't find it either. And the third thing I'm missing is showing an example of zombies, like... Zombies can have, like, different walk speeds, but I don't have, like, a particularly good example of that. Because, like, you would need 2 zombies to spawn on different lanes at the exact same time, and then they would need to have enough of us, and they need to be alive for long enough so that they can walk for far enough so that you can visibly see the difference. So there probably is an example, but I'd probably have to dig so deep in my gameplay that it would take ages to find.
Hey.
Wired 360 controllers are cringe because, like... They're more expensive, and there's a chance that the wire could die before the cables, the stick and everything. Which would mean, if that happens, that you're paying more for less lifespan. And you don't get the convenience of, like, being able to open the windows and stuff. And, like, not having a wire, like, touching your leg and shit like that is kind of annoying. Hiccups. Yeah, it makes me feel like it's not even, like, that rare, because if it was, then how come whenever you look up zombie death animation, it's literally always the peanut one, and there's, like, a billion uploads of it? It happened in my playthrough. I have footage of it happening in level 1 on 360, so it's like... And yet I don't have a single example of zombie collapsing. If you're talking about 360, I'm referring to, like, new controllers, like, the wired ones, the wired official ones are almost always, like, in, like, really good, if not new condition, like, whenever I try to look for them on eBay, the wired ones are basically always more expensive. I'm surprised you could even find any. I literally couldn't find anything, Latte.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, just couldn't find even a clip. I just need, like, the entire animation, and if it doesn't fill my entire clip, I can just slow it down a little bit. No, I'm just talking 360 controllers. Wide 360 controllers, not PogChamp, TBH. The controller I'm using right now came... Wait, no, it didn't come with my Xbox, I lied. I think this was just like a used one on eBay in like really good condition. Or is this a charity shop one? I don't remember. I bought one from a charity shop for like 5 quid and one of the sticks was fucked, but I literally just replaced the cap on it. I don't remember if it was this one or not. I don't think it was. I don't know. I don't know when I got this controller. Or how much it was. This might be the one that said opened, never used, but like the A button told me that it absolutely was used. Might have been that one.
Sure you know how to drive.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Latte. Again, I can find nut allergy in my gameplay, but I cannot find zombie, like, struggling and then collapsing. Literally does not exist. It feels like a, what's like the term when, like, you think something existed, like, you kind of, like, gaslit into thinking something exists or was a certain way, but then it's just not true at all. What's it called? Yeah, the Mandela effect. Also, thank you. I'll have a look in a minute to make sure it is definitely the right one. Now I'm going to have to credit someone for the footage. You know, it would also help if PvZ Toolkit had like a tool to like set a specific zombie death animation, but I don't think it does. Is there a way to get PvZ Toolkit to like stop spawning zombies entirely? Because I want to, like, redo one of my clips. I don't want to spoil, like, every funny in my video, but... When I'm reading 110's, like, zombie letter, I read, like... We're gonna invade your house or whatever the fuck, and it's a clip of, like, 1,000 zombies, like, marching into the front door. The problem is that there is one zombie multiple tiles back because it naturally spawned.
Ooh, so new. So shiny.
And it just looks stupid to have, like, all these zombies, like, literally, like, 700 zombies or something. And then there's just one zombie, like, 2 or 3 tiles back. It just looks stupid. So I don't know if there's a way to, like, disable the spawning until you force it yourself. Or if I just need to time it properly. Like, I don't know. Dude, I could not see the option when I looked. Yep, that's the one. The only problem, Latte, is that I say the example. So the way that I set out the gameplay is that I don't show any footage from level 2 because I'm talking about level 1. It's like not supposed, you know, it's like to avoid spoiling it for people who have never played the game kind of thing. That spoils that there's nighttime, that spoils that there's a puffshroom, and that spoils that there's a grave.
The manager is here.
So I don't want to use that clip if I can help it.
Adventure? Just another day in the life of a manager. It's a short slide from
Like, it would pretty much specifically have to be level 1 or level 3 if it's zoomed in enough and you can't see the pool. But, like, if we can't find that, then I guess I'll have to use this. But I would really prefer not to, if possible.
Welcome. Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom.
Well, like, when I say spoils, I mean, I just want to focus on, like, the level it's, you know, like... The only things I really spoil are just, like... In the intro, I show multiple levels, because what the fuck else is I supposed to show? I was struggling to have anything. Like... And the other thing is that I do spoil the coffee bean in level 2, because I try to emphasize that coffee bean is fucking useless on Puffshroom, yet it's still, like, the best plant in the game.
See what?
So it was to, like, emphasize a point.
The manager is always prepared. Boing.
Oh, and I fucked myself with a joke, so I had to show level 5 gameplay. I said I used Chomper once and then never use it again, except for the times where the game made me use it. But the only time where the game really makes you use it, it's 110, and I didn't want to spoil the conveyor belt level, like 110's conveyor belt level just yet, and 5-5. So I just did 5-5 because it's just a 2-second joke. I was hoping that people would forget, like, by the time. And because the entire screen is filled with Chompers, so it's funnier.
I'd like to wake up now. Ouch!
Also, Wilcon tried to dunk on me for defending Skady Shroom in my video, but, like, people just fucking suck, bro. I am, like, the biggest Skady Shroom fan, apparently, and I'd still put it in C tier, but everybody else, like, whatever their lowest tier is, they usually put Skady Shroom in that lowest tier, or, like, at the bottom of the second to last one, but I put it in, like, high or mid C, I think. Unironically, of all the tier list videos I've seen, I've put Skady Shroom higher than anyone else, and I still put it in C. Because everybody just says the same thing, but the argument's just fucking bad. Especially in level 2, the argument's bad. Of like... Oh, but if a zombie's within a 3-tile radius, it'll, like, hide and won't attack. One of the tiles is the tile behind it, so that doesn't count, so there's 2 tiles left. One of them is literally the tile it's on, which is mostly a non-issue. So it's basically only one actual tile that matters. And if you place it behind your sun producers, like, the zombies will never get close enough, except for diggers. That's like the only one that'll get close enough. And zombies that emerge from graves or the pool. But for the graves, you can use Gravebuster. So that's also a non-issue. The pool is an issue. But, like, that's like, the only thing that's, like, true. And it's 25 sun, man, like... If Coffee Bean were 25, it would be broken just from the really good nocturnal plants that do exist that are good. Obviously, when I say that, though, I'm obviously just talking about Doom Shroom and Magnus Shroom. But, like, those two are so good that if Coffee Bean was 25 sun, then they would just straight up be broken. Well, Doom Shroom kind of is broken, but Magna isn't, but then it would be broken, probably. Yeah, Cotton. It's also just good in, like, level 2 and 4, because the early game is hard to set up in level 4, because there's 6, like, lanes. So, if you have 25 sun attackers, like, that's pretty good. And, like, the Puffshrooms just, like, act as base so they don't get close to the Skady Shrooms. Torchwood is, like, not really good for clearing up fog, if that's what you're saying.
You sure you know how to drive?
If you want to clear fog, like, the go options are either just, like, Tallnut plus Planturn, or Blover. I actually realized in my script that I ranked Plantoon too harshly before. I originally put it in C, but like when I was recording like ranking them, I was like, oh, I know it should actually be B, because like I feel like it's better than Blova if there's no balloon zombies, because like Blova will end up just costing more sun, like by the end of the level, which is like pretty nasty. Blova's also better in survival mode. But yeah, when it comes to adventure and there's no balloons, I would say that Plantoon's probably better. Because you want walnuts at the front anyway, sometimes, because like they're cheap and it's just a good way of just being able to get time to stack up mushrooms. Bruh. Me when head big. Oh wait, I see what, when you said this one, you were referring to clips of zombies collapsing. I now understand what the fuck you were talking about. I cannot remember things that happened 5 seconds prior.
Welcome. Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom.
I've like never compared Scaredy and Snoopy to each other, like, ever. Because I mean, what is the comparison? It's much closer to Pea Shooter, if anything.
Welcome. Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here. Yep, excitement, adventure, just another day.
Though, if anything, I would say that they probably pair well with Snowpeas. Because obviously you only want a column of Snowpeas and then the rest could be Scaredy Shrooms. Because then it'll take them longer to get to the Scaredy Shrooms, which makes their weakness, like, not as bad.
See what?
I mean, I guess so, but you could also make that comparison between Snoopy and Pea Shooter.
This is a job for a manager. Cleanliness is next to managerliness. This is a job for...
You're right, I think level 4 has, like, not the... Okay. I think level 4 might have the second frailest zombies overall, probably.
Hey.
Only behind, like, level 1. And obviously Buckethead carries it a lot, but the rest of the zombies aren't that tanky. So level 4 probably, because...
I'd like to wake up now.
You got Jack in the Box, which is more tanky than basic, like, so is, like, Digger. Balloon isn't, but it's... You have to bring something literally specifically to answer it, which makes it harder to answer by default. And you got, like, Pogo, who's fast, and... Yeah. I feel like I'm a lot more passionate about the fog being way too easy to clear than... Because I've seen some PvZ reviews, and, like, hardly anyone ever complains about it, but, like, I go on basically the entire level, I just rant about it constantly, because... Like, what is the point of the gimmick when you can easily remove the gimmick? Then it's literally just level 3, except there's no Dolphin Riders and Zomboni, so it's not even that much harder. And there's less sun, but you have Puffshrooms, so it's not that much harder. Like... It's just taking level 3 and increasing its difficulty from like a 4 out of 10 to like a 5.5 out of 10.
Bring him to. Up we go.
I'm also gonna change some lines as I go.
SpongeBob.
There are some lines that I kind of remember not really being happy with, so I'm probably just gonna change them on the fly during the recording session.
A new path. No.
I said that I seem to care more about being able to remove the fog gimmick compared to, like, anyone else. Because, especially because there's no Zombonis or Dolphin Riders in level 4. Like, because you can remove the fog so easily, it's literally just, like... It's basically the same thing as level 3, but just, like, a bit harder, which is why I hate it so much. Speaking of hating so much, I've lost 3 runs in a row to this trick. Yeah, Latte, in that case, I might just have to settle for what you showed me. Which really fucking sucks. But, like... might just have to be done. Yeah, but, like, yeah, that's the thing, Con, but, like, no one complains about it. Like, it makes me think, is it gonna be, like, a very hot take in the video, potentially? Also, I said this last stream, but what I'm thinking of doing for sandwich driving, if I miss this in the time challenge, why can't I do it in Macho instead? And I realized, like, oh yeah, I could. It would mean that I can't go for the extra strap, but statistically, I won't get it anyway. I mean, I got it earlier. Unironically, I'm not gonna get it for like 3 or 4 streams now, so I don't even need to worry about it. And I was thinking as well, couldn't I also do that for the first sandwich driving? That would fuck my average up pretty bad, but I could. But then I would need to miss it and then get it twice in a row, which I feel like, I don't know. Do I really want to stall until fucking Macho to see if the runs are live or not? But I could still continue it. It would lead to less overall resets, but it'd also be, a lot of runs would be an SD102 that just die there, that when they otherwise wouldn't have. You know, so it's just like... Yeah, that would have been perfect. But I can't use that clip because you're not supposed to know that Torchwood exists yet. So I can't do that. That sucks. See what I mean, right? Video editing takes longer than you think, right? Because how long has Latte been spending on trying to find this clip, plus the amount of time that I spent, plus the amount of time that Cotton spent? Like, all that combined, it's like an hour. Literally an hour. Imagine if you worked an hour at a job and you got like 9 quid. But no, instead, spending an hour just trying to find like a fucking 7-second clip. It's like, bro.
Welcome.
Maybe Cotton. I was thinking that Blover and shit just shouldn't exist in the first place.
The manager is here. I'm feeling like more of a man already.
And if that's too hard, then maybe when you plant a when you place a plant on fog,
Manager to
like maybe like it emits its own light in a 1x1 tile or something, so that then you're incentivized to just place a ton of plants on the lawn, which is hard to do because of lack of sun. But like that'd be a way of clearing up the fog that's like not completely unreasonable, because it would encourage placing plants closer to the front, which means they're more likely to get eaten, which just makes it harder in general. So I think that could also work.
Cleanliness is next to managerliness.
A lot of games have like somewhere to go, like forever, but some games don't. They'll usually move on to like some other game. Like if they ran a Mario game and they're done with it, they go to like another Mario game. That sometimes happens.
I'd like to wake up now. Oh! How much of a man do I have to be? Jumping, jumper, jumperoo!
As for me, I want to be the epic YouTuber like a boss. And then I'll still stream. I said this to Fireball, but like one thing that'd be really cool.
Can you hear me now?
Imagine if I still had like an audience that would watch me speedrun, but I would be like allowed to be bad at the game like that I play. I just play it for fun. Like when it comes to speed games, I always go into them with the expectation that I'll like just stop finding them fun and it'll be more about like getting the times. But imagine if I could like get an audience where literally just like I could run any game I want, and then as soon as I stop finding it unfun, I could just switch games and no one cares. That'd be fucking awesome. I think like learning Odyssey would be cool, but I can tell that getting a remotely good time is awful. So I can just like stop before it gets to that point. You know?
Welcome.
I think explosions would blow away fog.
Never fear, good
Because it like it'll probably, the explosion will not only like be a visual thing, but also it'll like push, like it'll blow up, so it'll blow air by extension, which means it should clear the fog, I think. Most streamers have to stick to like one thing.
Welcome.
Like, especially if they started out with speedrunning or like some competitive like shooter game, for example. Then like you're just kind of fucked if you're 99% of streamers.
Yep. Excitement, adventure, just another day in the life.
But yeah, I found my footing because of the niche that I was, you know, the idea of like somebody like wanting to take down Chris's movie record when he had been the record holder for so long, like that was really intriguing to people, and the idea of 129. So that's just how I got my footing. And now I'm pigeonholed unless I go a completely different direction. The completely different direction in this case being YouTube content.
Welcome.
And even then, sometimes you just have to settle for, like, what you get, you know? Like, I've seen some big YouTubers who, like, nobody watches them on Twitch. Like, you just sometimes have the type of audience that will just not watch you on Twitch. But, like, streaming on YouTube sucks. But, like, in theory, if I was successful on YouTube and then I wanted to stream, it is possible that I'd be kind of almost forced to stream on YouTube. Which at that point, I guess I shouldn't be complaining if I even have that luxury in the first place. But, you know. Twitch allows for dual streaming now. I don't know if there's any, like, catches, but I know they at least, like, let you do it.
Manager coming through.
That'd be funny, Carden. 125 sun plants to clear fog. If it did it for the entire level, that'd unironically be, like, a really good purchase.
Hey.
No, they changed it, like, months ago. Well, if we're talking crazy, I think it was, like, yesterday they announced that they're changing, like, the partner, they're changing the revenue split so that it can affect affiliates. It's now possible to get bigger than a 50% cut as an affiliate, right? The issue is that I don't exactly know what the requirements are. So, if you want a 60% cut, you need 60 sub points, right? And if you want a 70% cut, you need 100 sub points. The issue is that I don't know if it's like, get 100 sub points in 1 month ever, or if you need to consistently hit 100. I don't know. If you only have to hit it once, I have hit it once. So I can get 70%. But if you do have to hit that for a few months, or it's only starting now, so you need to get 100 sub points now, then I can't do it. Which would be cringe.
Welcome.
Maybe. Voice crack, maybe. Don't know.
Bikini Bottom, the manager is here. Yep. Excitement, adventure, just another day.
Dual streaming is not something I would want to do anyway. Because it kind of, like, alienates, like, the chat. They'll be seeing messages pop up on OBS, so they literally just don't see, like...
Welcome.
In the Twitch chat. Because, like, the other messages from YouTube.
Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here.
I've said this before, but I feel like dual streaming only works if you're already big.
Adventure.
Which is ironic, because I feel like it was meant to be, like, a growing tool. But I think it's only good, because if you're so big that you just, like, barely read the chat anyway, then you can just multi-stream, because then it's, like, who cares?
This is a job for.
You're not gonna read the chat anyway, so it's literally...
To see what
Cleanliness is next to managerliness. Please just ooze
Yeah,
out.
again, I don't know if there's any, like... I don't know if there's any catches. But Liquid has been streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and he has been enjoying it, he said. So I doubt if there are downsides, there can't be that many.
Always prepared.
We're not talking about Kick, but also Hello Careful, what's up?
Hey.
I'd like to wake up now.
I just realized the Torchwood gameplay, the gameplay that Torchwood's cameo. The username is Magikarp OP420. That was very mean, iPie. Apologize with 10 setups right now. Also, I'll click on that link in a second, Latte. Bro, if my own gameplay had zombie collapsing, like, I'd be, like, the only fucker in history to have, like, level 1 footage of this shit. The thing is, right, I remember it happening so many times when I'm not recording, like, I just... It can't... How rare is it, you know? Wow, that does not look good. Alright, I'm gonna have to use the nighttime gameplay. Fuck it. Thank you for looking anyway, Latte, and thank you for even giving me the nighttime clip in the first place, but yeah, like... That's, like, the only acceptable one. That and the Torchwood one are the only acceptable ones, and I'd say nighttime is more acceptable. Actually, is a... oh, yeah. The problem with the Torchwood one as well is that it's showing, like, 360, or some sort of console gameplay, and it's showing, like, the... Because, I don't know, like...
Welcome.
I don't know.
Never fear, good citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager...
Grab him by his udders.
We're men.
Pepper, thank you for the 45 bits. Appreciate it. How have you been? Also, imagine playing Hundo when you could be playing Movie Mashup right now. I can't play Movie Mashup because I need to play it on Xbox.
Never fear,
I need
good
those, like,
citizens
1
of
second
Bikini
loads,
Bottom.
bro.
The manager
It's gotta be
is
done.
here. Yep.
Those
Excitement,
juicy-ass
adventure.
loads.
Just another day in the life of a manager. It's a short
Also,
drive
if I
to the
wait
manager
until
to
it's
the
released, it'll be more like bug
manager.
fixes and shit.
Manager
Which means I'll be getting the best experience possible.
To see what
Boing.
Ukulele.
Cleanliness is next to managerliness. This is a job for
Uka-gale, more like. Okay, look, right? It's not officially out yet.
Hey.
So playing it on stream before anyone else gets the chance to play it is kind of like...
I'd like to wait.
Like, I had... Okay, so, like, do you remember when I streamed Cosmic Shake and I had to delay streaming it by literally, like, 2 weeks because people were like, no, I can't watch your stream because I still haven't played the game yet? It's like that. I gotta wait, like, at least a week until the mod comes out. And then also, again, bug fixes and Xbox. Like, I have all the reason in the world to wait.
welcome.
Besides, we got movie community cut on Sunday, it's fine. That'll
Never
provide
fear,
for
good
now.
citizens of Bikini Bottom. The manager is here. Yep. Excitement, adventure. Just another day in the life of a manager.
True, true, true. The fucking audacity for them to copyright claim that shit when it's already a parody song is like actually ridiculous.
to see what
You're greedy as fuck.
A manager is always prepared.
1.01 syndrome.
Simple, but
Well, yeah, you know, it's like, imagine if there's like a crash, and then it gets patched so the game doesn't crash, you know, like,
manager is always prepared.
you know what I mean?
This is a job for a manager.
Version 1.01, poggers.
Hey.
I never understood, like, what it means when someone is updating their game, like, slowly so that it's ready for release. And they call it, like, version 8.3.2. What the fuck is 8.3, 0.8 point, like, 3.2 or whatever the fuck? Like, how did you figure out that it was gonna be version 8.3 point whatever? Like, how did you figure that out? Hatsune Miku cover. Need. Dev announces that a notable update is coming for a game, but it isn't out until like a month later, so you just don't feel like playing the game until the update comes out? Yes. Like Minecraft 1.20, and then it came out, and then I never played it anyway. Same with mods, not like, well, even some Battle Movie mods, but like Pokemon hacks and stuff too. Like, they're all, like, there's one for Pokemon Fire Red that's apparently, like, super fucking good and is constantly being updated, but that's the problem. It's constantly being updated with loads of new features, so it feels like, because I wanted to play them, like, 4 months ago and didn't. Imagine how much they've done in 4 months, because they apparently work on it pretty fast. I need them to be in a state where they're just like, oh yeah, we're not going to work on this shit for, like, a year, or, hey, we're, like, basically done with all the notable stuff now. But I think they've got a long way to go until then, so I just don't want to play.
SpongeBob.
Early access. Yeah, that could be fun. I've, like, almost never done that, really. But it'd be a fun thing to do. One game I wanted to get early access for so long before it came out was Bloons Monkey City. The game got delayed a lot, and YouTubers were allowed to play it months before it came out. And to me, in my head, it looked like the best game of all fucking time. And it took so long to come out that I got burnt out relatively quickly. I got to like level 20. The issue with that game is that it's really good until you get to like in the level 20s. Then it's like extremely repetitive. You have to avoid like all the bullshit unfair tiles, which only leaves you to a few tiles left. They just fucking, yeah.
That's just what we needed.
0.87. Yeah, it's just like, what do you mean? I assume when it rounds up to the nearest 10, so like 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, it means that like that update in itself was technically kind of major, like if you update the game from version 0.8 to 0.9, I assume it was like a decent amount of content added. So it's probably like in intervals, maybe. But if it's just 0.3 or some shit, then it's like, oh yeah, it's like a pretty small update. Like 0.03. Well, one of the reasons is that, for example, a lot of people have the theory that, so you know how Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl had pretty fat updates to them on day one? A lot of people speculate that the reason why was so that they could fit Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on cheaper cartridges, so that they could save money, so that then the user would just have to download the rest of it themselves. So at least on the Switch, that's probably the reason why.
I'm not feeling like a game of catch right now.
Is so that you can fit it on a smaller cartridge and save money. Multi-billion-dollar company, by the way. Yeah, Card, no, I think that's what it's... Although 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, that shit's still arbitrary as fuck. But yeah, I think that's what it's like meant to be. Yeah, that's another one as well, because they have to finish the game before, obviously, before the day it comes out. They've got to finish it a while in advance so that they can get it, like, shipped out to stores and all that shit.
I'm not
Yeah.
feeling like a game of catch right now.
I've been slowly collecting all of the Pokemon games, like all the main... all of them. If I care about, like, the condition of the cartridge or whatever, I do. It does exist. Stretching, I need to buy a physical options. I even have Pokemon Green. Companies are a big part of the problem, although, like I said before, I definitely think the thing coming out, like, Nintendo forgot about Mario. They haven't made a Mario game in 8 months. They forgot about him. Mario's dead. People like that. Mario, Pokemon, etc. They'll shoot themselves. So, at the end of the day, the companies are kind of just keeping up with demand. Just people like... Again, like those Mario is dead type of videos. And it's just like... But then they'll blame Game Freak, the higher-ups didn't give the devs enough time to work on really dev show. And honestly, yeah, I bet they were a big part of that. But at the same time, Pokemon fans... They will kill everyone.